growing up, one of my biggest fears was public speaking, and just speaking in general to somebody new has just feared me completely. I remember there's a couple times where I just felt a rush of anxiety and just fear in me. One time I had to do a presentation in front of my whole class, and and I I don't know, I just felt like a rush of heat, like I just felt super hot. I started sweating, my palms are sweaty, like just in me everything was sweaty. I remember like I kind of caught myself and try to like kind of like breathe in and breathe out because I just was feeling super warm. Another thing that I tend to do a lot when I'm public speaking is that I fidget around with my fingers. I use a lot of hand gestures when I'm speaking, as well as I'm doing right now. I start fidgeting with my jewelry if I have anything on. Um, but I'm kind of getting better now. Another thing that I lack on completely is eye contact. And I honestly really like eye contact. When somebody is giving me eye contact when I'm speaking to them, I feel like that shows just that you're confident. You're confident on what you're speaking and that you're paying attention. So that's something that I, over the years, kind of learning from my past to make sure that I'm giving eye contact. One thing that I would do back then when I was up on a stage or just speaking to a crowd was that I would look in back of the room. Not completely like look back and forth, giving everybody eye contact, but just look at the whole crowd, kind of space out, but remember what I'm saying. That was something that helped me kind of cope with my fear, my stage fright in general. I feel like that has helped me still to this day cope with that. And then another thing that has helped me is presentations. Like in the text, it mentioned creating a slideshow where you add a couple words, not the full completely text. But in high school, that's all we did. We did presentations. We added 3 4 sentences, but it kept the crowd, not only did it remind me what I was talking about, but it also reminded the crowd what I was talking about. It reminded me and them, and that just made me look like I knew what I was talking about, because I mean, we're human, we all forget what we're speaking on. So that kind of caught me up. That's another tool that I would like to use when public speaking. I also tend to a negative thing that I tend to do when I'm public speaking is that I use a lot of vocal fillers. Vocal fillers is in my vocab. Like overall, when I'm speaking to somebody, I tend to say like I probably said it a couple times now, but I've kind of coped, or I've kind of learned to not do that as often. So that's another positive thing that I kind of gotten out of when public speaking. And yeah, that's pretty much some of my experiences growing up, being shy and having that fear of public speaking. But I've gotten better at it. And I know another thing that I've also utilized when public speaking is the day before I will practice what I'm gonna say. I'll repeat myself overall, or just keep repeating myself what I'm gonna say. Remember what's everything on back of my head, just so I sound confident for the next day and I remember what I'm gonna say. That's another thing that I've learned to utilize overall. But yeah, that's pretty much what has helped me and overcome my fear of stage fright. A little couple tools that I've used, but overall I've kind of gotten out of my shyness since then. But I think it's gotten better just utilizing different things for public speaking. I hope you enjoyed.